Okay, so we'll continue with few more problem solving on matrices, and today will be the last class on matrix. We'll complete the entire unit. So let's solve few more questions. So this is the first question for the day. So we are given a matrix A, right? So we are given a matrix A, looks something like this. Then we have a matrix I, which is a 2 by 2 identity matrix, identity or unit matrix, right? And so we are given A, which is also a 2 row 2 column, that is a 2 by 2 matrix, and we are told to find this expression. So we are told to find A square minus 5A plus 7I. So what we do is, let's write what is A here. A is 3 minus 1, 1 and 2. So if we are told to find A square, it is nothing but A into A. So A is 3, 1 minus 1, 2 multiplied by 3, 1 minus 1, 2. Now let's check whether multiplication is possible or not. So this is a 2 by 2 matrix. This is also a 2 by 2 matrix. So since the column number and the row number is equal, so this multiplication is possible. So we follow the row column approach. So take the row for the first matrix and column for the second matrix. 3 3s are 9 plus 1 into minus 1, minus 1. Then we change the column. We go to this column. 3 1s are 3 plus 1 into 2, 2. Then we change the row for this matrix. Minus 1 into 3, minus 3 plus 2 into minus 1, minus 2. Minus 1 into 1, minus 1 plus 2 into 2, 4. So we get a matrix something like this. Now what we do? We try to simplify it. 9 plus minus 1. So 9 minus 1 is 8. 3 plus 2 is 5. Minus 3 minus 2 is minus 5. And what is this? Minus 1 plus 4. 4 minus 1 is 3. So this is A squared. Now what do we need to find? We need to find 5A. So 5A is nothing but 5 into matrix A, that is 3 minus 1, 1, 2. Okay, so what we do is we multiply this. 5 3s are 15. 5 into 1 minus 1 minus 5. 5 into 1 5. 5 into 2 10. So this is 5A. Then we have 7I. 7 into I is 1 0 0 1, which is basically 7 0 0 7. So this is 5A, this is 7I. So we just need to put a minus sign here and plus sign there. So we have A square. This is A square minus 5A plus 7I. So A square is 8 minus 5, 5, 3 minus 5A is 15, 5 minus 5, 10 plus 7I is 7 0 0 7. So addition and subtraction can be carried out by just checking whether they are of the same order. So they are of the same order, they are 2 by 2, right? So addition and subtraction is possible. So the subtracted 8 minus 15 is minus 7. 5 minus 5 is 0. Minus 5 minus of minus 5 is minus into minus is plus. So minus 5 plus 5 is also 0. 3 minus 10 is minus 7. This is adding with 7 0 0 7. So we get 7 minus 7 is 0 0 0 0 is the answer. So our answer is a null matrix. Any doubt?
Dada,
Yes.
n भनेको चाहिँ number of columns हो, n भनेको चाहिँ number of
Rows. Yes, m भनेको number of rows, n भनेको number of columns. M into n. So any doubt in this question, anyone? No. This is the toughest you can find in this chapter. Okay, nothing can be more difficult than this. So if you find this easy, simple, हजुर.
मैले यो सबै गरे कि उतोबाट
वाला त्यो प्रिभियस इयरकै हैन यो सम्झहरु अब
आई डोन्ट प्रिभियस इयर होइन मैले ऱ्यान्डमली एक्सर्साइजबाट निकालेको आई डोन्ट नो वेदर इट्स प्रिभियस इयर अर नट
प्रिभियस इयरको रहेछ त्यो 2190 को कि त्यसबाट नि मैले के सबै गर्दाखेरि मैले त्यो प्रिभियस इयरको गरेँ कि सबै जाने कि मैले एउटा उठ्यो नै जानिनँ एउटा भेरिएसन नै जानिनँ यो नम्बर 23 एकताल नम्बर 23 एकताल हेर्दिनु न
ओके आल 23 भने है एक्सर्साइज विच एक्सर्साइज
त्यही तपाईले अब 21 गर्नुभयो त्यसकै 23
वेट
90 23
म्याथ्स राइट आई मिन मेट्रिसेस है कुन चाहिँ अरे एक्सर्साइज
90 को क्वेसन नम्बर 23
ए यो म गर्छु नि अहिले मेरोमा छ नि त्यो क्वेसन अहिले आई थिङ्क आई हेभ पुट द्याट काइन्ड अफ क्वेसन हियर अगर छैन भने आई डु इट ल नो प्रब्लम लेट्स डु दिस फर नाउ सो फर द्याट नि के हुनुपर्छ भने चाहिँ ओन्ली थिङ यु निड टु नो इज वेट आई ट्राई टु सो द्याट क्वेसन अगेन ओके अहिले छोडिदेऊ I'll do it at the end of the class, okay? So I'll complete this 4 questions. After that, I'll do that question. No? So let's complete this first. So find the value of x given that a square equal to b. So we are given a matrix A that is 2, 12, 0, 1, and we are given a matrix B which is 4, x, 0, 1, and we are told that a square equal to b, basically, which means a into a equal to b. So what is a? A is 2, 0, 12, 1 into a again 2, 0, 12, 1. This is equal to 4, 0, x, 1. So the row column approach, 2 into 2, 4 plus 12 into 0, 0. Change the column, 12 to the 24 plus 12 ones are 12, 0, 0, 0 2 is 0, 1 0 is 0, 0 12 is 0 plus 1 1 is 1. This is equal to 4x 0 1. So when you simplify this, you get 4 plus 0 is 4, 0 plus 0 is 0, 12 plus 12, 12 plus 24 plus 12 is 36, 0 plus 1 is 1, which is equal to 4x 0 1. So this can be equated because this is a 2 by 2 matrix, this is also a 2 by 2 matrix, so x is equal to 36. Any doubts in this question? These questions may not look difficult, okay, but at the heat of the moment when you are shown this kind of questions in the exam, so something might go wrong if you are not confident with your concepts, if you are not confident with what can multiply what type of matrix and what will not multiply a particular matrix, all those things. If you are not sure about those concepts, then this will be a big headache for you in the exam. Okay, so you may be able to solve it very easily right now, and it may not look a big challenge right now, but you should learn how to do this row column approach very, very fast and very, very accurately. Okay, so you might be confused about doing this, and it may take a lot of time to find this value for you guys, but you have to practice a lot, not only from the book, even from some other sources, internet, so that your calculation, this kind of calculation, is very fast and very accurate, right? So you should stop making mistakes on these kind of calculations. So if you don't have any doubts here, I'm moving to the next question. So find x and y if 3 minus 1 minus 2 4 is multiplied by 2x 1, then it is added by 2 times of minus 4 5, which is then equal to 4 times of 2 and y. So what we do in this kind of questions is just focus on the left hand side first. So in the left hand side we have a 2 row 2 column matrix, that is a 2 by 2 matrix, and a 2 row 1 column matrix, and a multiplication sign in between. So is the multiplication possible? Yes, it is. So what we do is we first multiply these. 3 into 2x is 6x minus, plus, minus 2 into plus 1 is minus 2. Then we change the row because there is only one column here. Minus 1 into 2x is minus 2x plus 4 into 1 is 4. So we get a matrix like this. Plus, we know how a number is multiplied in a matrix, so just multiply it inside. 5 to the 10 equal to, we are not doing the right hand side, we are just doing the left hand side now. Now let's simplify this. We get 6x minus 2, plus into minus is minus. Then we have minus 2x plus 4 plus minus 8 and 10. So this thing is continued here. So what we do is 6x minus 2 minus 8, plus into minus is minus, so I'm adding it directly. Minus 2x plus 4 plus 10. Now this is everything from the left hand side. This is equal to the right hand side, that is 4 to the 8 into 4y. So let's equate these two first. So we get 6x minus 2 minus 8 equal to 8, and Muniko minus 2x plus 4 plus 10 equal to 4y. So I take this 8 to the other side, minus 2 to the other side, so I get 6x equal to 8 plus 8 is 16, so it will be 8 plus 8 plus 2. So 6x will be equal to 8 1 0 the 16, 16 plus 2 is 18, so x will be equal to 3. Now put this value of x here. Minus 2 into 3 plus 4 plus 10 equal to 4y. So 4y equal to 3 into 2 is minus 6, 3 into minus 2 is minus 6, plus 4 plus 10. So 10 minus 6 is 4, 4 plus 4 is 8. So 4y equal to 8, y equal to 2. So you got the value of x and y. Any doubts? Let me know right now. If you don't have any doubts here, I'll move on to the next question. Okay, so this is a tough question. Not that tough, but still. So x into y, which is a 1 by 2 matrix, is multiplied with another matrix, that is x into y, like this, equal to 25. And we are also given minus x into y, minus x and y multiplied by 2x and y is equal to minus 2. Okay, now they're told to find x and y. Forget about these conditions first. Okay, don't consider the conditions, just find x and y. So when you multiply this, what will you get? So x into x is x square, plus y into y is y square, equal to 25. Here again you will get minus x into 2x is minus 2x square, plus y into y is y square, equal to minus 2. So we get x square plus y square equal to 25, and minus 2x square plus y square equal to minus 2. So now if these kind of questions occur where there are two different like x squares and y squares you have, so what you do is try to substitute one of these with these. So what do you get is, when you just simplify it for y square, you get 25 minus x square. So take the x square to the other side, so you just get the value of y square. So minus 2x square, substitute this value here, plus in place of y square put 25 minus x square equal to minus 2. So minus 2x square minus x square is minus 3x square. This 25 goes to the other side, becomes minus 25, minus 2 minus 25. I'll continue here. Minus 3x square equal to minus 27. So minus minus can be cancelled. X square will be equal to 27 by 3. 3 9s are 27. So x will be equal to plus minus 3. Since square root of 9 can be 3 or minus 3, so our x value will be plus or minus 3. Okay, so now when we put this value in any of the two equations, we can find y square. So if we put the value of x square as 9 in this equation, we get y square equal to 25 minus 9. So y square will be equal to 16. So y will be equal to plus minus 4. Now since you got the value of x and y, you just need to look at the condition. So if x and y is a whole number, so whole numbers are counting numbers, positive numbers which do not have decimal points. So whole numbers are numbers which do not have decimal point, right? And they are positive counting numbers including 0, like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So whole numbers are positive counting numbers including 0. So if they are whole numbers, what will be the value of x? Can anyone tell me? So if x and y are whole numbers, what will be the value of x and y?
3 and 4.
3 and 4, correct. So for the first case, x will be 3, y will be equal to 4. Now x and y are integers. So what will be the value of x and y when x and y are integers? Integers is any positive or negative number.
3 and 4.
No, plus minus 3, plus minus 4.
Exactly.
So integers can be negative as well. Okay. So for this kind of question, these are rarely asked in your case in class 10. It's rarely asked. Okay. But even if it is asked, you should know about what is a whole number. It's very simple. Whole numbers are counting numbers, counting positive numbers without decimal point. So you don't count decimal points, right? You don't count 2.2. So you have 3 pens. You don't say you have 2.2 pens, right? So you have 4 pens. You don't say I have 3.5 pens. So whole numbers are positive counting numbers including 0. Positive counting numbers including zeros is a whole number. And integers are any positive or any negative numbers, can be decimal, right? Any positive or negative number including 0 is an integer. Okay. So whole number, integer, इसको difference याद करना पड़ेगा. So any doubt in this question? So I just picked random questions from your exercise. I haven't even looked at the solution. Okay, I may be wrong somewhere in calculation, which I don't think it will be, but still, if I am wrong, you just let me know. I think you have your book in front of you, right? Most probably this should be the answer. I just picked questions randomly from the book and I just solved it. I didn't look into the solution. So if you have any doubts, let me know right now. If you don't have doubts, I'll solve that trigonometry wala question which you were telling me. Okay. So can you dictate me the question please? The cos wala, cos sin wala.
त्यो के हुन्छ 90 को चाहिँ क्वेशन नम्बर 23.
त्यही त just dictate me.
ए भन्नु के हुन्छ गिवन मैट्रिक्स A.
Yes, matrix A is
इक्वल्स टु चाहिँ 4 sin 30 degree.
4 sin 30 degree.
त्यहाँको cos 0 degree.
Cos 0 degree.
Cos 0 degree.
Again cos 0 degree.
हजुर. त्यहाँको 4 sin 30 degree.
Okay.
ए त्यति भयो हैन. त्यहाँको B चाहिँ फोर के हुन्छ 4 र 5 तल 4 तल भयो.
What do we need to find?
यस्तो छ.
If
गिवन मैट्रिक्स A चाहिँ त्यति भयो हैन. त्यहाँको चाहिँ B यति भयो रे. त्यहाँको डट छ. त्यहाँको if AX equals to B.
If AX equal to B, find X.
Write the order of matrix X अन्तखेरि find matrix X.
Okay. So बेकारमा कम्प्लिकेट गर्दैछ तिमीहरू. sin 30 भनेको कति हो? What is sin 30? Sin 30 is 1/2.
त्यसमा हैन कि त्यसमा हैन मलाई त्यो कसरी चाहिँ अर्डर फाइन्ड गर्छ भनेर.
Okay. भइहाल्छ. So and B is 4 and 5. So sin 30 is 1/2. You should know this value. Sin 30 is 1/2. Cos 0 is 1. Cos 0 is 1. So A will be equal to 2, 1, 1, 2. And this is 2, 1, 1, 2. And we are multiplying this with a matrix X. Okay. We don't know the matrix. Okay. Let's not write anything here. So let us keep it as X only. Multiplied by X equal to B, that is 4, 5. Now, okay. Now we are supposed to multiply matrix A with X, right? To get a matrix B. So what is the order of matrix A?
2:2.
2/2, correct. 2/2. 2/4, I know. 2/2. And what should be the order of matrix X, right? We need to find matrix X. So for this multiplication to be possible, this number should be equal. So this is 2 automatically, but we don't know this X. So we don't know the number of columns, but for multiplication to be possible, the number of row in the first matrix should be equal to number of column of the second matrix. I mean, number of column of the first matrix should be equal to number of row of the second matrix. So this has to be 2. So X order is 2 into X something. We don't know X. Now we know B. What is the order of matrix B? 2 row, 1 column. 2 row, 1 column. So now, if the multiplication product of a matrix A with a matrix X is giving an order of matrix 2 into 1, 2 is to 1, then this X is also 1. Okay? So your 2 बुझ्यो? Your 2. Okay, so 2, 1, 1, 2 is multiplied with a matrix X whose number of row is 2. So let's say we have number of row as 2 rows, but we don't know how many columns, right? Okay, now let us assume that the number of column is 2. Let us assume X has also 2. Okay, let us say the small x number of column is also 2, C into D. Okay, now what will be the order of matrix if I multiply these two? So if I multiply 2 by 2 matrix with a 2 by 2 matrix, what will be the order of the matrix that I get?
2 is to 2.
Yeah, exactly, 2 by 2, but we don't have 2 by 2 here. What do we have?
2 by 1.
Exactly, so X will also be a 2 by 1 matrix. Only then when you multiply this and this, so it will be 2A plus 1 into B, 1 into A plus 2 into B, 2B. So now you are getting a 2 by 1 matrix, which is similar to matrix B. So order of the matrix X is 2 by 1. Done? Clear? Okay. Now we need to find what is the matrix now. So we just found out other. Don't generalize it. Don't generalize it. Our just our question ma is the 2 is to 1 or 3 is to 2 tha, so you don't generalize that this will be this. So just try to place the values there. Okay, try to solve it there. So I put a 2 by 2 matrix here, right? And I multiplied a 2 by 2 matrix with a 2 by 2 matrix. We get a 2 by 2 matrix at the end, right? So which is not equal to matrix B. So try to do that. Put some values and try to do it that. Don't generalize it. Okay. So this will be the best way to get the answers. You will be totally correct. Okay. Then there is a shortcut for this. I'll not tell you right now. So try to practice it yourself. Later, maybe when I start next chapter in mathematics, I'll give you a shortcut. After you're done practicing all these things, there is a shortcut to do this. You don't need to multiply. You don't need to put a 2 by 2 matrix and find it. There is a very simple shortcut for this, but I'll not tell you right now. You practice it yourself. Try to master it. Only then I'll tell you the shortcut. Okay. So now we need to find what is A and B. So we need to find the matrix A and B. So we know that 2A plus B is equal to B, right? So that is 4. And A plus 2B equal to 5. So we have two simultaneous equations. So we can solve it. So how do we solve it? So it's very simple now. So multiply this with 2. So we get 4A plus 2B equal to 8. And we have A plus 2B equal to 5. Now subtract the two equations. So 4 minus A is 3A. 2 minus 2B is 2B minus 2B is 0 equal to 8 minus 5 is 3. So A equal to 3 by 3, that is equal to 1. So when A is equal to 1, just put this value here. 1 plus 2B equal to 5. 2B equal to 5 minus 1 is 4. B equal to 4 by 2, that is 2. So this is a way of solving a simultaneous linear equation. So I'll give you a brief idea how to do this. So if you have two linear equations, like let's say 8A plus 6B equal to 24, and another one is 3A plus 2B equal to 8. So we can't solve it because we need to remove either A or B from the equation to get our value. We have to remove either one of those. So what you need to do is you need to check a number when multiplied with either 3 or 4 in this or this equation will equal to the value of the number that is in front of a or b in the other equation. Like for example, in this case, 2 we have 2b here, right, and we have 6b here. So if I multiply this equation with 3, I'll get 9a plus 6b equal to 24. Now if I subtract the first equation with this plus 6b equal to 24, I get this will be 0. This will also be 0. So I'll get the value 9a minus 8a is a equal to 0. So now I got the value of a as 0. So now when I put the value of a in any of the two equations, I'll get the value of b. So this is one of the simplest way of solving linear equations with whole numbers. Okay, so whole numbers and simple fractions of you can solve it this way. You need to multiply or divide. So you can either do this or you can divide this as well. So other way of doing this is dividing this entire equation by 3, so that when I divide 6 by 3 I get 2 here. So now it will be a little bit difficult because you'll get a fraction 8 by 3 which cannot be solved right easily, and you are subtracting 3a plus 2b equal to 8. So we get this will be 0. So it will be 8 by 3a minus 3a equal to 8 minus 24 is 16. So now you'll get the value of a. So you know now you should know the essence of solving. Okay, you don't need to practice this every day, but when you get equations like this, just try to remove one of the variable. So the first approach and the main approach for solving this kind of linear equations is remove a variable. Try to remove either b or a from the equation by adding, subtracting, multiplying, whatever you want to do. Just by doing any of those methods, try to remove one of the variable completely. So when you remove one of the variable completely, you can find the value of the other variable.
दादा
Yes.
यो हामीले यसरी पनि गर्दा हुन्छ अगर सपोज दुईटा इक्वेसन निक्लिन्छ हैन यसमा अनि खेरि हामीले उ त्यो गर्दा हुन्छ लिनियर इक्वेसन
त हो त यो अन्त
हैन भरिको यस्तो खालके लाइक a इक्वल्स टु अब सबै थोक उता लगेर चाहिँ a को भ्यालु लगाए
Yeah, you can do that. You can do it this way as well. त्यही भनेको you can do it 3a equal to 8 minus 2b, right? Now put this value in place of a. So or a equal to 8 minus 2b divided by 3. Now which one is simpler, doing this thing or just multiplying and dividing? So this one is a lot difficult, right? You'll get 3, you have to take the LCM, you have to add and all those things, right? So best way is try to check a variable and try to check the numbers, like the coefficients of the variable. So if the coefficients are in a state of being cancelled out or subtracted to 0, then try to multiply or divide that equation with that number. And when you multiply an equation, like if you multiply this equation by 3, you have to multiply all these numbers. Okay, you have to multiply 3 into 3 as 9, 3 into 2 as 6, and 8 into 3 as 24. So many of you, like when you start learning this method, you will not multiply the number that is to the right hand side of the equal to. So you have to multiply this number as well. Okay, so this will be the easier way of solving it rather than doing this. So if you can solve it this way, if you find it easier, then you can do it this way, no problem at all. You'll get the same answer, but you'll get 3 in the denominator. You have to take the LCM and all those things. It'll be tough. And like when time is a factor, so when time is a factor, then you have to always try to find methods which will save at least 5 to 10 seconds. If 5 to 10 seconds can be saved per question, you can save a lot of time for your examination. So ICSE exam, time plays an important role. So you have to like learn how to manage time. So these kind of shortcuts will help you solve this kinds of question easily. Okay, so any doubts, let me know right now. If you don't have any doubts, this is the end of the class.